My brother, N.O.R.E, Nore, and Drink Champs, my other brother, Kanye West. And so, how you doing, Melvin Moore, living legend? And so, when it comes to stuff like this, when you doing media, you doing interviews, or you talking, especially here, this is live. You know, if you step on shit, you can't edit it. The people know. So you got to really be on point. And so I saw N.O.R.E, people were giving him a hard time. He went up to the Breakfast Club and told them this and that. Of course, I agree with N.O.R.E and my brother Stevie Jackson that there was no place for the George Floyd comments, 1,000,000%. But if I'm N.O.R.E, I say, listen, that's Kanye West. Kanye West could come on here. It's the same guy who made Jesus Walks. Same guy who screamed George Bush don't like black people. I would stand on that. I would just be like, yo, he want to come to the platform. And the truth is, Drink Champs has always been #1 and the biggest. But when Kanye went there last time, it opened up a whole new door. A whole new floodgate. Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, this. So I wish my brother just would have said, listen, man, Kanye wanted to talk. We love him for hip hop and everything he's done. And I gave him a platform to talk. I do not agree with any anti-Semitic, any anti-Asian, any anti-anything. I'm not saying he did that, but I don't agree with that. Period. But he's hip hop. He's beyond an icon. And so I gave him a platform to talk. All this apologizing and all that, nah. And so, that's just the way I feel. He'd come on here now, yeah. I'll put him on right now. And so people, oh, you shouldn't let him talk. You know, they did that to me when I brought Wendy Williams up here. They told me, yo, why do you bring Wendy up? Well, I talk to Wendy all the time. She sounds normal. Haven't talked to her for 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But before I brought her on this show, the big show, I talked to her on the phone and she sounds normal as possible. Right? And so here comes Kanye West, who honestly lit a rocket or fire or gave the biggest fuel you ever seen in your life to Drink Champs before. So he gave him an opportunity to talk. Of course, he don't feel the same way as him. I know Nore is definitely, and you know, and Kanye, you know, it's mixed sentiment. You know, you so pro everything that you ready to go against everybody, but at the same time you're making White Lives Matter t-shirts. I love Kanye as a rapper. I love what he's done for the culture. But he's really, yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. And so what happens is us as journalists, podcasters, whatever, and not N.O.R.E. This don't have nothing to do with N.O.R.E. This actually, before I saw the interview, I was about to talk about this because I was on a plane yesterday. I was on the plane and I was thinking about some shit like this before I even knew there was an interview. And I thought about, I don't know if y'all know about Alex Jones. The man was saying that the kids that got killed, that wasn't true. It was a hoax. Here you got parents that the kids got killed and murdered. And here you got it. And this man is saying it's fake, that these people are actors, that these guys are spreading lies. Well, Alex Jones kept fucking with them for about 2-3 years. He just lost a lawsuit for like $945 million for spreading false information. Eric Sherman, what's up, my brother, living legend? He was spreading false information. And so what happens is you got people, let's say, who was them guys? Starbuck Wild back in the days, remember them? They lost it all. And so people go and they get up on there and they start talking this shock jock shit and shit that ain't true and this and this and that. Sooner or later, they end up in the poorhouse. You could be the biggest in the game, talking all that shit. You end up in the poorhouse because you're spreading misinformation and you're spreading hate. You're spreading whack shit. And so what do? You end up in the poorhouse. And sometimes, once in a while, they become responsible. Sometimes, sooner or later, you have to be responsible for the shit you talking. And so back in the days, somebody said Bad Bunny, and Kanye is correct. Bad Bunny is the man doing all the stadiums now. In fact, Bad Bunny is the biggest artist in the world. Fact. And Kanye West ain't crazy or under a rock. He know, yo, we got to watch this guy. What's crazy is back in the days when I used to do my albums, I know Armageddon remembers this, I would have a poster of Jay-Z. I would have a poster of Nas. Why? Because they were the hottest people in the game. And I had to be compared to them or even make music that was nice as them. So Kanye West says he got people there for fashion. He got people there. He got Bad Bunny for stadiums and ripping it down and #1 artists. That's his opinion, and whether you like it or not, you know, because everybody got their own preference of hip hop. That's what's so special about it. I could love Cardi B. You could love Nicki Minaj. She could love Remy Ma. Everybody got who they like. And so Kanye West said Drake is the #1 rapper. A lot of people might agree. I know the charts do. I know the #1. So when I tell you he's hip-hop's Michael Jackson and y'all all get mad at me, okay. Okay. No, his music is great. What do you think when you sit there and you watching Yeezy on an interview?
I haven't finished it. I got to the part.
Oh yeah, I haven't finished it. I watched
it
in moderation. Like I watched 3 clips of 45 minutes, then 45 minutes, then 40. You haven't finished it, but
it's
from
the
what
same
you
as
saw,
what it always is. I got to the part where he says he's Michael now, and at the end of the day, he's gonna say what he's gonna say, and he's gonna think what he's gonna think. I'm not moved by what he says or thinks because he doesn't affect my life in any kind of way, right? I understand the outrage on both sides. I understand why most of us would say he shouldn't say certain things with his platform because it's detrimental to our livelihood as a whole. And then there's people that support him, and then there's people that's like, man, just ignore him. He's whatever. It's like I don't make commentary on it. I just be like, all right, there he goes again, talking.
Well, there he goes again. Would you, if you was N.O.R.E, would you say, because everybody, think people are lying. I think people are saying, why did you put him on your platform? You shouldn't put him. I think they all would have did the interview with Kanye West. Do you think N.O.R.E was wrong for doing the interview?
Nah, I hit Nore yesterday though, and I told him, I said, you were supposed to be drinking water for that interview though. Yeah, he got.
Oh no, he got saucy. N.O.R.E got too nice. And N.O.R.E and them, they just had fun, get drunk, tell fun stories. That was not the time. You know, this man came on a political agenda, serious. Like, it was not the time to get too nice.
Yeah, I was like, look, if you had N.O.R.E had something to say actually that on that joint, but by the time he said it, he was saucy. So
he was like, you know, yeah, I meant to say.
But I can't say that he's wrong. Like you said, Kanye was gonna find himself on some platform at some point, and to be real, this is the thing that people don't understand. If you got a relationship with somebody and that you call your brother, because him and Ye, Nore and Ye are cool, they're close. If Fat Joe goes through some shit in the media, I'm not turning my back on Fat Joe. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if Joe says, yo.
That's what I wish N.O.R.E would have explained it like that and just said, yo, he's my man. I got love for him. He wanted to talk. I don't agree. I never agree with everything he says, but I would have gave him the platform. If he would have came on here, I would have been like, all right, yeah, what's up? Now, maybe I wouldn't have been drunk, so I would have knew, yo, check this out. You bugging out with the George Floyd. Just chill.
Yeah, all that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that certain thing. Or anti-Semitic, you know, the same, you know, you don't want hate.
Right.
No
yeah,
way.
And look, we don't agree with most of what he say. I don't know where his mind is. So a lot of stuff that he says, I just be like, man, I'm not with that.
He like knows some shit we don't know, right? He's like, he sound like he could invent the rocket ship or some shit.
I don't know. All I know is, you know, I understand why N.O.R.E did it. Whether it was the right time, I don't know. We can't speak on that, right? Because it wasn't us.
Yeah, it wasn't us. And so, have you ever did a comedy skit on Kanye West?
Yeah.
What does that comedy skit sound like?
I did an album a while back.